Hey guys, we're a little bit early today. Figured I would just hop on and get started. Come on in, come on in. It's going to be fun. Today we're going to jump inside of Unity and also some Photoshop. And we're going to be making some tweaks to a mermaid model that I downloaded. So we're going to take this beautiful mermaid and we're going to make it terrifying. All right, let's go. By the way, guys, feel free to download my free 2D game kit below. It's totally free. It's my treat to you. I used this exact 2D game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days, and then I got to play it in front of his subscribers, which was really awesome. So download that. Use it however you want. It's my treat to you. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. So far, what we have here is well, let's see here. I've made her face a little bit creepy. Okay, and by the way, we got this from Turbo Squid. So this is just a model of a mermaid from Turbo Squid. And frankly, it's like probably a model for like some anime 3D stuff. I'll just say that. So I downloaded it, and we're going to take it from being this cliche 3D model and make it look really creepy. The reason we're doing this is because it's really, really hard to create humanoid 3D models. So my team, it's me and Felipe, who's the 3D artist for Hard Surfaces. We're not the best at creating humanoids, and most 3D artists and most game devs aren't. And so that's why we've downloaded this one. We're gonna flip it, right? We're gonna flip this asset. And by the way, if you're interested in learning how to create a 3D game really, really fast, click the link below. There's a free course below, and you can just download or enroll in that course and learn how to do the basics of making a 3D game. And in that course, you're going to create a whole 3D sort of mini game inside of Unity and use some Photoshop. Okay, so there's that creepy face, right? And we have sort of this UV of all the various graphics associated with our mermaid. So currently, this is what we've got, okay? So it's just this sort of anime style creepy mermaid. So I've made her a little bit creepier. I've made her really pale. I've changed all of her clothing and her fin to be this grayish green. But I think she could be a lot more creepy. So the first step is just to put some blood splatter on there, right? That's always the first step with these horror games, is just put a bunch of blood splatter on there. So I've got this blood splatter that I've been working on. There we go. So far this looks pretty good, but the problem is it looks a little too, I don't know what the word is. It's just too detailed. The game we're making is chunky, and the graphics or the textures aren't super detailed. And so I'm feeling like this is a little off. So what I want to do here is let's just go to Google for now just to see what we can find. And just get some pretty good blood splatter here. So give me just a sec. I'll be right back. There we go. I'm going to take this little image here from Google, and I'm just going to use the magic wand tool and grab some of this. Here we go. And we're going to put it on probably right here, and then maybe some on her fin here as well. And we'll set it to a different color mode so it doesn't look so weird. And then maybe some right here. All right, there we go. Let's merge all these together and see if we can do a multiply. That looks great. Drop down the opacity and try that. There we go. Good. Why would she have blood splatter underwater? Because it's scary. That's that's all I can think of. I'm looking for cheap, effective ways, because we're on a very thin budget here. Cheap, effective ways to make things look a little bit creepy in the dim underwater world that we're creating. So I'm not in the mood, frankly. Let's see if we can open up her, what's it called? Bikini top. I'm not in the mood, frankly, to try to be too creative here. I really just got to get this enemy type done. This enemy type has been on my mind for probably a month now. And so it's time to just get her done really quickly here and get her in the game. So we're just going to come up with the most simple way to make something creepy. In other words, don't overthink it. That's right. That's what I teach in my courses. That's what I teach myself. I have to tell myself that every day, to not overthink things and just move forward. So that looks great. I mean, pretty good. Sometimes you'll see stuff like this, which is, it's just unwrapped in a way that doesn't allow for that kind of looping. So we're gonna, there's a seam there, or not a seam. Yeah, it's a seam, right? So let's go to the, yes, right here. And obviously, guys, you could use, and you should use, Substance. If you're a 3D artist, you should be using Substance. I'm not a 3D artist. I am just more of the art director of the project, but I can go in and do this kind of stuff really quickly in Photoshop. Awesome. I think her hands should be pretty dark as well. So let's go ahead and give me just a sec, guys. Got a million little text messages here. Okay. Yeah, so let's make her hands dark. I think that's a little too detailed on the face, wouldn't you say? So we're going to take the face right here. Yeah. We're going to take this and go a little bit bigger. It's just too high fidelity. Way too high fidelity. So let's see if we can make it a little bit less detailed. It's kind of like when a director has a film and then they cut it down to be from 2.5 hours to 1.5 hours, which is what Peter Jackson should have done, right? With basically any movie he's ever made. You should be shrinking things down. The same is true with like the fidelity of your art when you're making a indie game. You probably don't want it to be too detailed, okay? So this is about as high detail as I want to go. I think it's probably a little bit too detailed. I think the fin in particular down there. What I could do is I could grab this artwork here and do a smart blur on it just to make it look a little bit less detailed. And I know that sounds weird, but we're not making a AAA game here. We're making something that's very simplistic, okay? So let's try that, and that might help us a little bit. Yep, we're going to do glowing eyes and black hands as well. Good. And she's definitely got this femme fatale vibe, kind of like Carrie. I would say Carrie wasn't really a femme fatale, but she was like beautiful and innocent, but also very, very violent, right? And so that's kind of the vibe we're going for here. That looks good. What did I just do? Oh yeah, fidelity. There we go. Awesome. So let's make her eyes glow. Does anybody know how to make the eyes glow? This stupid pose that she gets put in is so dumb. This is what I was talking about with like the, I think it was for anime or something. Pretty dumb. But if we hit play here, this is a pretty cool pose right here. I like that. Okay, so does anybody know what we're going to do with the eyes? The way that we're going to do this is we're going to go to the eyes on the UV unwrap. They're right here. And all we have to do, man, my mouse is, I got a brand new mouse, guys. It's the new Logi MX. It's amazing. It's a great mouse. I also got the new keyboard as well. I'll show it to you. I'm really proud of it. It's so beautiful. So I'm doing a full-on like office upgrade. I've got things on the way being shipped here. That's why things are a little bit chaotic. But they've been slowing down. So like trying to select these eyes is just a real pain in the butt because it's like a laggy mouse. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. Okay, so what we do is we just do one eye here, white, and then white. It's already pretty terrifying. And then below that, we do black, okay? Now, what is this? Who knows what this is called? What are we creating? What are we creating right here? We are creating... No, you don't emit particles for the eyes. How much did they cost? This mouse is $100. And then the keyboard, I think, is $120 or $130. They're very nice in terms of like what I'm used to. They're really good. And if you, I've been doing this thing where decided I want to spend money on nice office stuff, because I'm in here 9 hours a day, so might as well, right? If we have the money, go ahead and upgrade. So I've been waiting 10 years to do a big upgrade. So I'm finally doing that. So what we're creating here is, yes, Snail Gazer is correct. We're making an emissive map. So this is a Mermaid emissive map. And by the way, guys, if you haven't downloaded any of the free goodies below, be sure to do that. It'll help you on your indie game journey. There's 2D resources, there's 3D resources, and there's also a webinar on how to make 6 figures with just a demo. So check that out below. Okay, so we're going to drag this emissive map onto the emission field. There we go. We're going to turn on our effects and our lighting. And let's see if this works. What? We got to do it on our eyes too. So not, yep, it's not going to be on this one. It's going to be on her eyes. Where are her eyes? Well, that's, why isn't that working? Something's going on here. What? Mermaid body. So let's drag this onto her eyes. Where are her eyes? There should be her eyes somewhere. If I pause this and then try and select, she goes away freaking back to this pose down here. I don't know why that's happening. But I think there's a different material for the eyes. Is there? Oh, no. No, there's not. Is it on her hair and fins? That's crazy. Let's open up her hair and fins and see what we got. No. Texture has the eyes separate. Ah, they do. You're right. You're right. Okay, good. All right, let's go back in time. Thank you. They're right here. Big ol' eye right there. So this goes right here, guys. See? Thank you to Adam. Thank you to Adam. Adam, you are great. I think pupils is enough. We don't want the full eyeball to glow. So we're going to do this. And by the way, those of you asking, where did we get this model? Like I said earlier, it's some cheesy like anime model that I got off Turbo Squid. And I was looking for like a really nice looking mermaid that wasn't cliche. But this one was pretty cliche. It was the best one we could find. So we downloaded it and now we're making edits to it. So we're going to save that. Yes. And then we're going to go ahead and open up in Unity here. And now we can drag in, or what are we saying here? Now we can do the emission map here. There we go. Okay. So her eyes are glowing. And now, because we have certain effects, we can make them super glowy like this. See? Isn't that cool? And then we'll do probably a little bit of a red. There we go. That's great. I think they need to be points though. Okay, so all you got to do for that is just bring this down, and that should do it. Still a little big. Let's go pretty small here. See what we get. There we go. And I think we can just do this. Nope. I can't see the map. Oh no! Is it down here? There we go. I love that. That's great. Hey, do we have some spamming going on? Jeffrey. Is Jeffrey doing something weird? Who's doing something weird? All right, anyway. There's our mermaid. She looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and open up it's called Mermaid Censored PSD. That's because this doesn't have the top on, and so it's censored, which is good. We don't want that, especially for YouTube. This video will get taken down. Okay, what are we doing? Yes, we're making her hands. Making her hands. Is that it right there? I think so. Yeah, sorry. We're going to make her hands covered in blood. Sorry, I had a phone call. Like this. I think that'll do. Let's take those and merge them together. It's a freaking mouse. Come on, man. Whoa. Whoa. Slow down. Okay, there we go. Save that. Let's see if this looks any good. Ding. Okay, so her hands are covered, but there's like a... What I need to do is... yes, reverse. Okay, so I think we got the hands right there. Yeah. So we're going to take this and do like this. It's not perfect, guys, but do I mind? No, I don't mind. I don't mind that they're not perfect. Good. Okay, so now we just need to make the hands completely red. So all we got to do here is, I think this is the hands right here. Just got to fill this in. And guys, this is called asset flipping. It's for people like me who are too dumb to use Substance or to model things from scratch. I just download stuff and then I'll edit them. Okay. Look how great that looks. I love her. She's beautiful. So what we could do, just got to make sure it looks good from all sides. So obviously lighting is man, my computer, I need to get a new one. Oh, it's so slow. Yeah, she looks good from all sides. Okay, so we're ready to test her out. So she is actually already an enemy type. So she should work. Let's go ahead and apply all these changes. There's our mermaid. And let's go ahead and put her underwater. So let's see here. Where is our underwater world? I can't see anything. Yes, here we are. Okay, so this is a level that Felipe was working on. So I believe, is it over here? No? Oh my. Let's, first area, yes. So let's disable these paths. And let's enable the first area here. So everything in this game, it's a 3D game, right? It's a first-person shooter. So everything in the game is, with these bigger levels, everything's disabled and grouped. And so when you walk into a trigger zone, it'll enable something. And that's to keep the frame rate as consistent as possible. We want it above 60 frames per second. Okay, so this is the first area. Yes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put her in this water right here. So let's just try it out. Now, guys, she is a standard enemy type. The only difference is she's floating, okay? That's about it. There's nothing super unique about her skills, okay? She's just going to hang out right here. And if you look, she's got a nav mesh here. Let's turn on our gizmos. Okay, so the nav mesh is currently not baked. Wow, there's no nav mesh. Why is that? Well, let's go ahead and bake our nav mesh. Let's see here. Okay, so for some reason we're not getting a baked nav mesh. That's because this is not set to static. Okay, that needs to be set to static. And then this here is this. So that's static as well. Okay, let's go ahead and bake. Okay, so she's going to hang out right here. She's not going to come... Whoa, we got some texture issues. We got some texture issues. I will message Felipe about those. Okay. So she's going to hang out right here. That's the goal. Okay, so she's going to hang out right here. And all she's going to do is swim, and I'm putting that in quotes, but really she's just walking around right here. That's about it. Okay. Let's test that out first. If that works, then we can go ahead and create a new nav mesh that's specific to her enemy type so that she can sort of walk and come through these areas here. Okay. I also feel like she should have a light on her. We'll see. Let's hit play. Let's hit pay. Where's the spawn point though? Let's take a look. Yes, nothing wrong. I agree. Nothing wrong with using Unity assets. And I think I have a sort of level of confidence about using assets because this might sound a little cocky or pretentious, but I've been doing this for 15 years. And I've done the from scratch method more like 90% of my time as a developer. And I'm done with that. I'm just done with it. It takes way too long. It's too expensive. There's no point. It makes no sense. It's like asking a filmmaker to build all of his sets from scratch instead of just renting places or renting furniture or hiring actors. And instead he's going to go build actors from scratch, like hire his family as opposed to just rent people, hire people. So that's my issue with it. Okay, let's go ahead and try this out here. Ooh, allergies are coming. One sec. Okay, let's hit play. Thomas, have you tried using nav mesh surfaces? Yeah, we're about to do that. Hello? Slow computer. Okay, so she's gonna be over here. Whoa. All right, let's see if she works. Whoa, I got turned around. We got some work to do with the pause menu. Looks great though. AJ, he's the developer, or part-time. I do development, he does development. He's doing some incredible work here with the options menu. He does all the sort of just the code of it, and then I come in and make it look pretty. It looks amazing. He's done a great job. All right, let's see if this mermaid is working for us. Okay, so she just saw us. Ooh, that looks great. All right, so we got some work to do. She looks great. I think we could probably make her... Honestly, she's fine. I don't think I need to do anything to her. She looks good. I like the sound of her looping sound. Yeah. Is the font gonna change? Yeah, the font's gonna change. All that's gonna change. Of the menus. So one thing I saw was when I hit her, she doesn't have a hurt animation. She sort of moves in a weird way. So that's the first thing we need to do is find some kind of hurt animation. So let's go over to here and take a look. So she's right here. Let's see, do we have any hurt animations? We don't. These are the only ones we have. We have attack. And again, these were all in the asset. I like that. So there's hit left, and hit right. We don't have any. They're all blank. And then we have idle. So I want to try and see. It could be that we don't have any of them. You know, we don't have any hurt animations that came with the pack. And instead of worrying too much about it, this is sort of a sub enemy. It's not that important. I'm probably not even going to worry about it. But we can take a look here and just see which ones we've got. Let's see here. We could probably open up Blender and scrub through all of them. So she's got, let's see here. Where's my mouse? So she's got animate. She's talking. Okay, that might be a good hurt animation. That's good. Maybe. There we go. We got one. You could probably crudely cut the attack animation and make it a hurt animation. That's true, or we could just do this one. Yeah, that looks good. So it looks like we've got frame 1233 to 1262. The problem is, I don't think I can go that high. I mean, we could try. So let's go ahead and create a new one here, and it's going to be hurt. Okay, and we're going to do, what was it? Frame 1231. Honestly, we could do this one. Probably 12. Yeah, we'll just start with 1233 to 1263. So 1233 to 1263. So here we go. That's her hurt animation. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? So I know that those of you who don't make 3D games, this seems all really, really complicated, and I understand. It's going from 2D to 3D is it's just a totally different beast. So yeah. Okay, so that's our new animation for hurt. All right. Yeah, with AI, Anna in Truth says, wow, with AI, we'll be able to easily add animation events. Yep. And I used to be pretty skeptical, but now I'm like, nope, yeah, we will. Give it 6 months, and there will be a Blender animation tool, and it's like, it's gonna figure out her rig, and then just she can have a glass of sweet tea, and do jumping jacks just by writing it out. So just get ready, guys. It's gonna get really easy to make games, and then it's also gonna be really hard to make money making games, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, so we have this animation override. Now, it's important, guys, when it comes to AI, it's important to understand everything you can possibly understand. Otherwise, the AI tools don't mean much. So you really need to understand how games are put together if you're going to be using AI tools. So, for example, just because you know how to create new animations doesn't mean you know how to implement them into a game, right? Like I'm about to do. So, for example, I have our hit animation. So let's see here. We need to duplicate. Son of a bee. Where is it? Hold on one sec. Mermaid, hurt, duplicate that. There we go. And then we go to her animation override. And the animation override is going to allow me to swap in this new hurt animation, which is it right here? Yeah. And it's all the hits. So it doesn't matter which direction, which is left, right, or just straight on. It's all going to be the same animation. So now, in theory, if we go to hurt here, it should just play that one. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. And so she's rigged up just like all my other enemies. The way she functions is identical to all the other enemies. There goes my mouse. There it is. Okay. I need to do something. I don't know what's going on. But let's go ahead and put our character controller right here. So I'm going to put my spawn point, spawn A, right here, save, hit play, and we'll take a look. Come on, come on. Let's take a look and see. And she doesn't need, I don't want her to play an awake sound. I don't think I do. I think she does need a light attached to her. Why is there a door there? Let's see here. Whoa. That's so weird. Okay, none of that worked the way I wanted it to, which is hilarious. Yeah, once something is easy to make, it loses value. However, this is from Andreas. Yeah, I think that's true. Something is easy to make, it loses value. However, I think AI in the future allows us to focus more on family and exercise, hobbies, so basically having to work less. Yeah, you're probably right. It's true. So yes, people would make less money, but money will become less and less valuable. That's my theory. Let's try this one more time. Whoa. Okay, I think I get it. The attack animation's too long. Okay, that's step one. The attack animation is too long. So here's the attack animation. We need to basically cut it right here. And then goes back to idle. My computer is about to explode. Okay, let's hit play and try again. Also, I think that the hurt animation is too long too. So let's exit play mode really quick and fix that. I think the hurt animation is just a little too long. Boom. Boom. So that's about it. All right. Does the splash effect work? Nope. I was hoping that would work. It's hard to test because if you get too close, it's so weird. Hello. What you doing, girl? So ideally, she'd become a ragdoll. Oh, there's so much going on here that I don't like. That's okay. Calm down. We need to edit this capsule collider so that you can. It's easier to hit her. That's one thing that I noticed. It's just too difficult to hit her. So a much bigger capsule collider. Her attack radius is a little too big, so we're gonna make it 2. Yes, I like that. That's good, and we can try that out. What I might do for now, just because there's so much to do, I'm gonna have her probably just explode because there's just too much to do right now. Whoa. Okay, it works. Okay, I think it's fine. It's not the greatest thing ever, but it gets the job done. We're going to deactivate her on death. So that whole object is just going to disappear. It's fine. It's fine for now. There's this thing that I do, that I'm learning how to do, which is just to move forward and to not perfect every little thing. That you can do that at the end of the project if the mermaid is even still there. See, that's the thing. Oftentimes we'll add stuff to a game and we'll perfect it, and then it turns out we cut it because it's not working for the game as a whole. So what I like to do is get everything sort of in place, just feel it out, and 3 months down the road I still like it, then I'll come in and I'll make it perfect. is she so slow? Works just fine to me. I think it works totally fine. What do you guys think? I think it does the job. It gets the job done. All right. One thing that was going on is she's so slow. So I think we have an animation function script here. Something is happening with the speed. What is it? Because this is her idle state, and this is her hurt state. And then this is her attack state. So for some reason, her animations are being affected by the speed. Let's double check the script. Do we know what's going on? I don't think we do. Let's first look at this here and look at our some of our parameters here. So for example, when you hit her, she's super slow. Okay, there's no multiplier. So that's fine. Why is that? Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Hello, Felix. How are you? Let's see here. Why is she so slow? When you hit her, she's like, and I don't know why that is. So let's open up Visual Studio and take a look. See if there's a script in here that's setting the speed of the animator. Yes, mermaids they're classic. I would say they're classically like sirens. So they're like seductive. They have a beautiful voice, and then they eat you alive, basically. So that's kind of what we're going for here. Let's go to animator.speed. See what we get. Okay, so that's commented out. Okay, so I'm not seeing it. She's so slow. I guess we'll just speed her up. So in this hurt animation, I guess we'll just do this. Because I want it to be pretty reactive, you know? So let's see if we can shrink it down. There we go. Let's take a look. Boom, 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 boom. So let's try this out. No, it's not the underwater physics. This is a great question. Guys, let's answer Bradley. Bradley says, I'm new to game dev. How do you go about finding solutions to issues when you don't know what could be causing it? I'll tell you what I do. You just play, and you isolate until you isolate the action that the player's doing. Oh, we need to get new sounds too. Why are you so slow? I don't mind it, actually. Okay, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and jump into the sound effects. I think what we could do is we could probably go to... Thomas, your mouse... I'm going to freaking blow my computer up. If we open up artlist.io, and by the way, if you haven't downloaded this free goodies below, especially those of you who are interested in making 3D games, or you want funding for your game, you want to learn how to get 6 figures with just a demo, or those of you who want to make a 2D game, so basically everybody, there's a free goodie below for all of you. So just pick which one you want, my 2D game kit or my 3D course. You can get all of them if you want. Okay, so let's see here. Let's do a scream female. Now, I will tell you, I'm going to warn you all. There are some screams from females on this website that might do really, really well on, well, let's just say like a scene from Game of Thrones. So we got to be careful here. We don't want to get the wrong ones, if you know what I mean. All right. I'm going to hit play here. I'll turn it down for you. That's cool. Whoa. That's perfect. Stop autoplaying, you mother effer. We'll download this here. Look at this. I just feel like I need to get a player 3 from NZXT. Look at this. What is happening? Rat algorithm says, oh, that kind of scream. Yes, yes. That is what I mean. I'm watching, what's it called? House of Dragon. It's all right. I just got done with season 8 of Game of Thrones, and it was, it was trash. But I will say, I really enjoyed it, despite it being trash. Okay, let's open this up and create a mermaid sound effect. You guys ready? I can't work with this mouse. Something's going on. Okay. This is great. That's so good. All right, how are we going to make it sound underwater? Okay, first step, pulse stretch. So go to pitch and tempo. We're going to do a pulse stretch. 2. Stretch factor of 2. Here we go. Ready? Good. Fade out. We'll do a fade in. Good. And then lower the pitch of that. This needs to echo. This is from Robert. Hey Thomas, I'm a longtime fan. It's my second week in the full-time game dev course, and it's my first time as a live attendee. Thanks for everything you do. Robert, thanks for joining the course and supporting Twisted Towers development. When you guys enroll in my courses, the money goes directly to our projects. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Track, mix, and render. But Thomas, reverb. Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to add a second track here, and then we're going to add a little bit of a tail here, generate silence. Reverb. What? Oh, there we go. We're going to do a large, or a cathedral preview. Good. So Cybershell Rev makes a really good point. There's no reverb in water. This is all true. However, sometimes in games and films, you don't do what's true. You don't follow rules. So the reason we're adding reverb here is because it's scary. That's why. Almost sounds like a Boyd. You know? Very good. Now, one final thing. You're thinking, okay, do I want it to be perfectly crisp? So if I'm outside the water, what would it sound like? Well, it would still sound underwater. Okay? So what you want to do to make it sound like it's underwater, we're going to add a new track. We're going to mute this one because I want to keep it as a backup if I need it. We're going to do a, what is it called? Low pass filter. What is low pass and what is high pass? High pass allows the high frequencies to pass, meaning you can still hear them. Low pass allows for low pass to pass, or low frequencies to pass. So we're going to do a low pass because we want less treble, okay? Good. Let's see here. Do we have an underwater one? We do not. But that's okay. We'll hit apply. Good. What's the volume at? We need it between -12 and -6. It's pretty good. Drop it down a little bit. Export as wave. And we're going to call this Mermaid. Scream. And click OK. When you hear whales, they do have reverb. Underwater, though, says Meek Yuso. Hello, Nixent. Guys, be sure to follow Nixent below. It's a great channel on how to do a lot of artwork. Nixent is a frequent guest or a viewer on the channel. So go follow Nixent. Thank you for the 220 Republic credits, or whatever currency that is. Okay, so now what we got to do, wait for it, is go to our enemy script and simply go to the awake sounds. What? It's right here. And then put one there. Mermaid. Scream. So this is the first step. Let's hit play. Why is it taking so long? Okay. So this is the sound that we're going to get when she sees us, okay? Let's make sure it's right. Good. Okay. That's fine by me. So, excuse me. It's a little too loud. So what we're going to do is go to our awake sounds here, all the way down here. And you can see we have an awake, we should have an awake sound volume. Ah, we don't. Okay. We don't have the ability to control the volume of the awake sound, I don't believe. Yeah, we don't. Which is fine. So what we're going to do is just decrease it here. I think we could probably do a little bit of low pass. Good. A limiter, I don't think a limiter would do anything to it. A limiter, what a limiter does is it stops it from going over a certain volume. So it sort of, if your sound looks like this, a limiter will do something like this. It'll like squash it and make it the same volume. That's what I've experienced. I could be wrong. That's my uneducated definition. Could also be right when you hit the water. Yeah, the problem is basically yeah, well, no, I like it so that you can hear her, but that would be cool. Hey, I have an idea. Watch this. We could, yes, very good. So the enemy sense raycaster could basically say, yeah, let's open it up. This is a great idea. So what we could do is open up this script and we could say, look, if the player is swimming, then she can see you and hear you. But if you're not swimming, that's a great idea because we don't want the player to get a hint of where they are. We want them to always be scared. Thank you so much. Who said that? Andreas, thank you so much. Very, very good. Okay, So we can create a new variable here, and it's going to be called serialized field private bool require player swimming equals false. Let's add a little comment here. If true, the player must be swimming to be noticed. Effective for what? Mermaids. So now we just got to put this condition here. And require player swimming is false. Stop it. What is it? If we require the player to be swimming is set to false, or what? What is it, guys? Or we do require it and game-manage.player.controller is swimming. This is great. Yay. All right. So that should do it. Probably need to close this out here. My computer is so bad lately. Oh, it's pretty frustrating. Son of a bee, what are you doing? All right. Thomas Collins sirens. No, because here's why. Mermaids are like clickier. Like people want to click on a mermaid. That's scary as opposed to a siren. Why? Because there's contrast. So one of the things about a good story hook is you create contrast. A minister goes to hell. A baby goes to the moon, right? There's contrast. It's like that shouldn't happen. Therefore, it's exciting. So when you think about a beautiful mermaid, zombie mermaid, that would be a great TV show, right? I came up with it first. So if Netflix comes out with it, I'm suing. Let's hit play. Ah, clickbait. Gotcha. I'm going to take notes. That's what Nixon said. All right. First time I'm seeing source code of a legit game. Thank you for considering this a legit game. No, it is a legit game. And we really, really, really are excited about some news that's coming up, guys. But I can't tell you what it is. What am I saying? Oh, right. We're going to go to our enemy site raycaster and here raycaster, and we're going to say, look, require player swimming is true. Let's go ahead and apply these changes to our mermaid prefab. Hit play and take a look. Undead underwater lady coming out on Netflix. Guys, by the way, after we do this, I'll tell you something that I learned. Here we go. Whoa, I'm super fast right now. You know, I think it's because of the time scale. I don't know if I like the time scale going down for swimming to begin with. Isn't that odd? I used to like it. I don't like it anymore. Basically, things slow down a little bit. Time slows down a little bit when you're underwater. And I don't know if I like that. But anyway, we'll keep it as is for now. You can't hear her when you jump in. Mainly because we did that low pass. There's a splash. So let's put this like right at -6. And add a little bit of a delay. So this is a band-aid way of fixing things, guys, so don't do it this way. But I'm going to do it. If there's a splash, for example, interfering with the awake sound, we're going to wait for the splash to occur and then the scream. Maybe even a little bit more. I know. Bad form. But we're going to do it anyway. Okay, what's it called? Mermaid Scream. And we can just use the zombie Is female. Yes, there it is female. So I believe that'll do. If you set it to is female, it'll play the walker female sounds. And I'm going to tell you guys about why we decided to go with mermaids in just a second. Okay, so you still can't hear it, can you? Oh, do we not have a female awake sound? Maybe we need one of those. No. There it is right there, awaken sound. So why didn't I, what? Son of a bee. Hold on one sec, guys. We do have it. We have access, so it's Windows 1.5. My mouse is so laggy, I can't work. Yes, Backrooms for sure. Backrooms is a big inspiration. Hey, buddy. Good, I heard it. So look how things speed up now. So what we need to do is we need to say, look, if you hit an enemy and you're swimming, timescale will not freeze. Yes. Time.timescale. Yes. There it is. So it gets set here. So if game manager dot player controller dot is swimming, do not change this. Timescale should equal. Oh, I got it. Let's go to is swimming and see. Basically, what's happening is the timescale is being set back, and it shouldn't. I'm going to find it. I think it did that in the physics function. Look at all these errors. What is this crap? Freaking mouse. So what am I saying? Time scale. Okay, yeah. So if the player's swimming, we don't want any time scale happening. Okay. So that's when you hit it. Yeah, I don't even see why I'm doing that. Yeah. So look, if the player's swimming, don't do it, is basically what I'm saying. I know. 1 sec. If the player is not swimming, then go ahead and set it back to 1. I don't know why it does to begin with, but we're just going to put that condition there. That way, when you kill underwater, you're still in that sort of slow motion state. Mini Tom, I would agree with you had I not had experience with the Logi MX. My previous Logi MX, the Bluetooth never lagged. And now it's super laggy. And I'm frustrated. So. I don't know why there's so many errors. There's like a million. And it has to do with some Unity. We updated the latest version of Unity, and we just got a ton of them. So we still got to go through those. Okay, let's see here. Good. That's great, guys. Very, very good. Listen, guys, if you haven't downloaded my free 2D game kit below, check that out. You can make a game, same kind of game I made for PewDiePie back when I did a game for PewDiePie. It's the same game kit that I had to make a 2D game. But if you're interested in making 3D games like this one, you can check out my free 3D course below. These are both totally free. And then finally, there's a webinar below. It's an hour-long webinar about how to make 6 figures with just a demo. And you can take that 6 figures and guess what? Quit your job and make indie games full-time. I teach how to do all of this. And the reason I'm a good teacher is because I do this. This is what I do. My job is making indie games. And so I know how to find the money. I know how to make 2D games. I know how to make 3D games. So I'm the teacher for you. So click the link below. Check those out. And I will see you guys on the other side. Or actually, tomorrow. Get over here. Get down. Hey, thanks for watching. By the way, if you haven't downloaded that free 2D game kit below, click below. It's my treat to you. I used this game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days, and I actually got to play it with him in front of his audience, which was really cool. This game kit is totally free. It's my treat to you, and you can use it however you want. You can make a commercial game and make $1 million off this game kit. I don't care. Or you could just use it for a hobby project. It's my treat to you. And by the way, if you haven't clicked like, that would mean a ton to me. Hit subscribe, and also, this is important, hit that notification bell. Here's why. If you get notified of when I'm live, you can watch me make my next game and let me know in the chat what you think about the game or any ideas you have, and you might just show up. Your chat might just show up in the next video that I upload. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye. I love you too.